Okay, guys, welcome back to my second live session. Today is 9 October 2025. This is going to be my second live session. I will first explain you guys what I'm looking for the day. So yesterday we had actually one win. You can see on the New York session, the live I took yesterday. Let's go on a higher time frame. First of all, due to higher time frame, we can see there's a fair value gap. Okay, which needs to push the price upwards. Okay, so this is the higher time frame which has actually made the price bounce back off. Now let's go on a smaller time frame and then see that there is a remove this. Okay, so on a smaller time frame, what is happening? There was a fair value gap that was created, okay, on downside, but as we know, this fair value gap, okay, it got inverted totally. Okay, so it means what? 4 hour is suggesting what is bullish, right? 1 hour inversion fair value gap, it means again it is bullish. We will look for buy trades today only, right? That's what I'm thinking, because you know what, if I show you on a smaller time frame, this is smaller time frame, this 1 minute chart. Let's go on a 3 minute chart. On a 3 minute chart, is there any kind of buy side liquidity you can see? So this liquidity was taken out by this liquidity, and this liquidity was taken out by this liquidity. So I don't see anything, on a buy side liquidity. So, sorry, on a sell side liquidity, I don't see anything. Let's see on a buy side liquidity if we have something. The contrast of that. Okay. So buy side liquidity, yeah, we have this buy side liquidity resting over here. At this point, you can see there are equal highs that are being created. Market has not taken that high and has returned. So yeah, buy side liquidity, go for it. And the market is going in this zone. For my strategy to play out, I want it to be in this zone. Okay, so yeah, it is now in the fair value gap where we are expecting some kind of reversal or something, but I trade only after 12:30. Okay, so yeah, 12:30 I will trade. So right now it's 12:22. Okay, it means it is right now 1 hour 52 minutes. Okay, 1:52 in the morning according to EST time frame, and we are waiting for the price to bounce back off this level. Okay, and while it is going downwards, okay, it is also creating buy sell liquidity is also resting here. So one of the buy sell liquidity is resting here, so mark that as well. We can use it as a target to buy sell liquidity. Now the market has touched that level, but I wanted the price to be in, I want to have uh, good confirmations. Okay, so this is a higher time frame confirmation that we have low. Okay, nobody's in chat, but anybody they want to see this, they will. So we have a higher time frame confirmation, and now the price is bouncing back off. Okay, and if we see a market structure shift, okay, like this is a swing high, you see, yeah, down, up, down, up, down, up, up. So again this is going like this. So if it breaks off properly, okay, and then comes back to retest, I can look for buys. Let's see how things go. 3 minute time frame, there's not a, okay, good rejection is there, but no buy sell liquidity, sell side liquidity is resting. If we fail in one trade, we'll look for higher confirmation in the second trade, otherwise we'll not do it. It did do the inversion of the fair value gap. It did show my setup, but the thing is, first of all, it's 12:24, so this is not the time I'm looking for. 6 minutes after, it means at the start 3 a.m. okay, EST in the London session, okay, or 12:30 Indian Standard Time. So I wanted to do one more manipulation. Okay, all it has shown inversion of fair value gap. There is no shift in the market structure, so not much more confirmation is there. Let's wait for the price. 12:30. After 12:30, if it makes another inversion fair value gap, I will look for bias. Okay, I will look for bias if there is. Although the inversion we can see here, but I don't feel confident because the market can come back again, take this inversion, and then do a market structure shift. Okay, so right now we are only targeting higher time frame confirmations. Okay, let's wait for the price to hit another low. Why we are looking for buys? It is because of the reason that there is a buy side liquidity resting here, there's a buy side liquidity resting here. There is no clearly sell side liquidity. Okay, so yeah, no clearly sell side liquidity is there. We'll wait for the market to show go bullish. Okay, let's see what happens. Okay, as you see, the market did inverse this fairly gap. Okay, but okay, there is an inversion that is being created, but I don't think this inversion will be supported that much. Okay, because we want the setup to form after 12:30. This is before 12:30. So basically, some kind of manipulation is happening, I guess. Okay, wait for the price. Let the price do its thing, and we see what is actually going to happen. Let's see what happens. So I generally watch 1 minute, 2 minute, and 3 minute time frames. Okay. Hmm. Okay. So we have seen some good rejections from this level. Fine, we can go for it. Go for it right now. Okay, so there's a fairly gap. Okay, there is block as well. Be good. Things going good. Fairly gap. Bounce back to the higher level. Yeah, there's a buy side liquidity that is resting right above that point. Let's wait for the market to cancel this. 12:27. Okay, so right now the time is 12:27. We'll wait for 3 more minutes. I want this inversion to be taken out. Okay, I'll go with a smaller quantity first. When the inversion I can see, I'll go and add the quantity when I see one market structure shift as well. Okay, I hope you understand what is a market structure shift. Like if the market is going like this, and I see an inversion and then back to here. If the inversion is in this zone, I will wait. I'll just put half quantity. Okay, if my time and price is there. Okay, but when it shifts above this high and then comes back, okay, that is when I put my second entry, and then we can look for buys. Let's go. What is about to happen? Good setup here. See, the market is not shifting the structure. Okay, I want the structure to be shifted. Okay, on a 3 minute, it's a lot of jargon. Up, down, up, down, up, down. Okay, no proper market structure shift. Let's just wait for this. More concurrent viewers till now. I want the slow to be swift, because this kind of, if you ever see these kind of manipulation, then suppose your price is not going to give you a target first, it's going to sweep this low, and I want this low to be swift. Only then I will be able to enter. Only then I will consider it my setup. Otherwise, there's no point. Okay, let's wait. Happening. Can't really enter without my set. That is not like proper setup that I want to. Really gap inversion is there. Okay, okay, that's what I wanted to see. So anybody who would have entered at this point, okay, those guys who have entered long as soon as they saw the market candle closure above this point, okay, they would have been taken out. Okay, and now I want the market to take this thing out, then create an inversion with a market shift. That's what I'm looking for. Okay, wait for it. To do it. Go more down, man. I want it to take these lows. Once it takes these lows and then creates an inversion of the fairly gap, I'll enter with, I'll say 45-50% of the quantity, and then when it again shifts the total market structure, then is the moment I go with 50% more quantity. So basically my normal 100% quantity I will get in. Okay, let's wait. Is in the live chat. It's trying to just take a little bit support. I want the market to take out that low. Not a proper market structure. Unless we see our setup and do anything. Fair value gap on 15-minute time frame. Expect the market to reject from this. Is rejecting a little fine. Okay, so this is 3-minute fair value gap. 9-minute is there before market closes. Sorry, before this 15-minute candle closes, and you can see the market is rejecting from that point. Go on a 1-minute time frame, and then you can see whatever this fair value gap is created. Okay, If this gets inverted, definitely this low is going to be taken out. And 6, 5, 4, 3, 1. Wait for this inversion to be, there's a kind of rejection zone here. Okay. Rejection zone. This is 15-minute fair value gap. Okay, by the way. This is also fair value gap. Blue boxes are used for inversion of the fair value gap, and this white boxes are used for inversion of just a normal fair value gap, by the way. Let's wait and watch. That's what we can do, because our setup is not there. I want this low to be taken and then an inversion to be created. That's what I want. Okay, wait for this inversion to be taken, wait for this low to be taken and then an inversion to be, that's what I want. Maybe after this you might see a great sweep. Minute fair value gap. Let's see if this gets inverted. There are 6 minutes left for this fair value gap to be inverted, and if the price closes, if the price closes above this point, then yes, the point of the reversal itself. Okay, we'll not see any other manipulation. But if the price just closes below this point, okay, then we can see the rejection, and then we have to wait another 15 minutes to see what is actually going to happen. There may be some trade that I take, there may be some trade that I won't take. Minute fair value gap going high, and I want a from this fair value gap. Okay, but if the candle closes above this fair value gap, you can look for direct buys. Okay, but if the candle closes below this point, look for, wait for it. Okay, wait for the setup. Time frames happening. 3-minute time frame, I don't see a major change in the market structure with propulsion block affecting this point. And yeah, before the market is about to close, before this 4-hour candle is about to close, you can see the rejection is happening. Wait for the rejection to happen. And on 1-minute time frame, you could see this fair value gap is there. If this fair value gap doesn't persist, it will straightforward go to this. 17 minutes is there before, sorry, 17 seconds is there before this candle closes. Mic check, I hope I am audible this time. Okay, so the candle has closed and we want the price to now dump and take this level out again. Wait for the market to go kind of liquidity that is being created. Let's wait and see what happens. And fairly gap action should be there now. Right now only 3 minutes is left for the market to close the candle. We wait for the closure of this candle. What is going to happen? If the setup forms, this is going to be a target 1 by the way, and this is going to be a target 2. Okay. Just a rejection you can see a little bit. 2 minutes is left for the market to close. Market closes below this point. We're good to yes. Target 2. Always take 60% quantity off at target 1 and 40% quantity off at target 2. Remaining 40% actually. And okay, rejection is happening. Wait for the market to reject. You can see the candle is rejecting. I'll just write something. Target 1, 60% off. Okay, off here. I hope I follow the same rules I used to tell. 2 minutes 3 seconds. Okay, you can see now the candle is not closing above. Okay, we'll wait for the market. Take this low, sweep this low one more time, because 12:30 to 1:30 is the time, that is Indian Standard Time. If you convert it into London time, that will be 3 to 4 a.m. That's when we are going to see some kind of actual setup being formed. Okay, as you see there is an inversion. Okay, so there's a fair value gap, inversion is created, market structure shift is there. It will definitely take out these lows. If you want to enter 0.01 quantity, you can enter there. Okay, very well. This is not a plus setup because it is not aligned with the higher time frame confirmation. My higher time frame confirmation is that bullish, and I want to see the bullish setups only, right? If the bullish setup is forming, I'll take it. Okay, this sell setup, I'm on a very short quantity, okay. Let's wait, guys. Okay, and there's one more. So there's one inversion of the fairly gap. There is one more fairly gap that is trying to support the price. If the price closes beyond this point, okay, backward, like down. Okay, quickly. That's what I want the price to do. So 43 seconds before the price closes this fairly gap. If you don't know what fairly gap I'm referencing, this is the fairly gap that I'm referencing. Okay. This is where the price supported this fairly gap, but obviously this was created before 12:30. That is what I don't take. Okay. Otherwise, if this thing was created at around after 12:30, this is the perfect setup. Okay, if it was created, but it is not created like before 3 a.m. Okay, I'll tell in terms of EST. Got it. Let's wait for the price to take this low or invert it. 10 seconds are there. Let's see if it inverts the prices or not. Okay. Wait for it. Okay, it is inverting the candle. Fine, go for it. Now it has inverted. My chances, so the probability of this thing taking this lows has increased. Okay, so let's see what's about to happen. Wait for the market to take the lows. Okay, so there is a momentum that you can see in the downward direction. Okay, wait for these lows to be taken. Once these lows are taken, and then there is a okay, good, nice momentum, right? They're already in. But this is, by the way, not a A plus setup. If you just want to do a very short swell, that is fine for it. Okay, otherwise don't do it. I just did a very short scalp. But this is not an A plus setup. A plus setup will be formed after this low is going to be taken for me. Okay, this is the sell side liquidity. Wait for this low to be taken. Once the low gets taken, that is when I want the market to show me thing. And you can see this is a 15-minute candle. Okay, it rejected from this block. Okay, and now there is no mitigation block that is left. Sorry, not a fair value gap that is left, which is not mitigated. Okay, wait for the market to take these lows, then create an market structure shift. That is what when I actually see my good setup being formed. Okay. Hello, mic check. I hope I'm audible. The only irritating thing in trading is just to wait. I have to wait for the setup form actually. Okay, if you see this small FVG from here, this candle to this candle, okay, this candle to this candle, it is also inverted. So whatever you see, the candle is going up to reverse from this fair value gap. Okay, most of the people are thinking that this low is taken, now the candle will reverse. Less chances are there. Less chances. It will definitely take out these lows. So this is one of the setup that you could have taken. Okay. The highs that I am targeting. Can you see the bodies? Okay. See, I have told you a lot of times, do not ever target the wicks. Always target the bodies. Even if the market is creating a liquidity, okay, it is engineering the liquidity, still you will get your order filled. Okay, because while you are spot trading, there will be some spreads. Okay, that will account for the spreads. Wait for this low to be taken out. Once this low gets taken out, I want the inversion of the fair value gap to be there. Okay, and once inversion is there, then we'll enter with 40% quantity. If we see a good swing being taken out, then is the moment we'll enter for another 50% of the quantity for higher confirmations. Okay, and then we'll target this 160%, and I'll take it this side, this another 40%. Okay, so 60 target 1, target 2, that's it. Well, it depends upon the risk reward. If you are getting 1:3, 1:2.5, that is good for us. Just let's go for it. Okay, don't wait for the market to give 1:5, 1:6 risk rewards. This value gap is inverted. Okay, wait for the market to take out that low. Somebody is there in live chat. Hello, 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 guys. Hello, hello. Chat rate is 5, views is 5. 1 concurrent viewers we have achieved. Hi, guys. So we are expecting these lows to be taken out. Once these lows gets taken out and it creates a market structure shift and inversion of the fair value gap, that is when I enter the market. That's it. Okay, target, this will be target 1, target 2, that's it. Wait for it. We are waiting for this low to be taken out and then we'll target these highs. That's it. I'm not targeting much, although the greater liquidity is resting just above this point. Okay, this is better liquidity. Okay, but I feel like this has the higher chances to reach. and before the market reaches this point, you will see a great retracement. Okay, so sometimes that is the reason I target bodies and not wicks. So the market on 3-minute time frame, there's another FPG will reject the price more down. Let's see what happens. If the price doesn't create the setup, then we have to leave it anyway. Okay, do not force the setups. Wait for this low to be taken out. If this low it doesn't get taken out, we have to go out anyway. By the way, just for information, guys, I have like one tab where I see 2-minute time frame, and 1 minute and 3-minute time frame I can see on TradingView itself. Wait for the rejection of 3-minute time frame. Take some time before market really shows you the setup, and even if it doesn't show, it doesn't matter. What you minute is there before this particular candle. Okay, if it goes to this level, takes out the low, fine. But if it goes above this level and then closes the candle, okay, if the 15-minute candle closes above it, then we can look for the buy setups in here as well on it. Okay, see what happens. A time frame, the candle has closed above, fine. Let's wait for the 15-minute candle closure above this point. 5 minutes is left for this candle to close above this point. If it doesn't close, I have less confirmation. Take any trade without any confirmation. 4 minutes before the candle closes, sir. Number sir, you're not audible, sir. Hello, hello, mic check. Hello, mic check. I hope I am audible, right? Am I audible? Am I not audible? Mic check. Hello. You are not audible. Guys, let me check the audio. Okay, there are 4 minutes more for this candle. If this candle doesn't close above this point, just don't take a trade. Don't take a buy trade. Okay. Take extra confirmation. The extra confirmation. This is the setup. What is it? You watch my own. Hello, mic check. Mic check. Ah, I can hear my own voice. So how you are able to hear audio checks? See, 2 minutes 38 seconds are there, and this again rejected. Wait for the market to close, take this low out. Wait for the market to take this low out. That's it. Okay, don't go for it like this. Minute 19 seconds. YouTube. For your kind information, okay, the person who's texting in my chat messages is is my own known. 1 minute 21 seconds, 15-minute candle closure, 1 minute 19 seconds. Wait for the market to take out this low and then form something. Then we will look for buys. I am bored. There are three fake IDs. Use just guys, give me a second. As you can see, the 15-minute candle, it didn't even close above this point. Okay, if it closes above this one, then you look for bias. If it takes out these lows, then you look for bias. That's what I am asking you guys to do. Lot of gyration is there. If you want to catch a great move, wait for the confirmation. Wait for the market close above this point. If 15-minute candles close above this point, that's when we look for good trades. Okay, but it takes out this low, that's when we look for good trades. Okay. uh, there is a zone which is actually untouched as well. Zone. The market keeps going down, down, down. That's when we can look for buys here. Okay. Too much of gyration, guys. Wait for the setup to form. You know, some retail people, how they will see trend line, again trend line. Wow. It's taking too much of a time to form the setup. Anyway, we'll have to wait for the time. Okay. Not a proper shift in market structure. I am going to put a alert here, not a order. I mean, alert. Add alert. Okay. So and also 15-minute time frame. We'll see. Okay. Let's not watch the unnecessary gyrations of market going up, down, up, down. Okay. So if the candle closes above this point, that is the moment when I take a trade for a buy. Okay. If my setup forms, or either market should take these lows and then it should show my setup. Got it? That's what I need to see. Why, sir? Why? Wait for the setup to unfold, bro. 15-minute time frame. We have to wait. Let's wait. If the 15-minute candle closes above this point, then is the moment we take a trade for buy. If the sell side liquidity, that is where this thing is. Okay. If the sell side liquidity gets taken, then is the moment we take a buy trade. Once again, guys, wait for this SLV to be taken. And then we can look for bias. Once again, if the market closes above this point, then we look for bias. Two situations. But the first situation is much more probable. It is the A plus setup for me, and that's what I want it to happen. Okay. So some person is asking me to explain fair value gap. It's very easy. Fair value gap is a three candle structure. Okay. This is first candle, second candle, third candle. Okay. The high of the first candle and the low of the second candle. That is what you see as a fair value gap. Right. That is what you see as a fair value gap. Okay. So this actually kind of acts like a support to the price. Okay. In simple terms, that's a fair value gap. It can be from a downside as well. This particular is a bearish fair value gap. Okay. And when the candle actually closes beyond this point, that is when it becomes an inversion of fair value gap. That's it. 3 minutes are left for another 15-minute candle closure. Another 15-minute candle is about to close. If it closes above this point, then is the moment you look for some kind of buys. Okay, so this is the level. So 2 minutes and 56 seconds is left. You wait for this candle to close above this point, and if it closes, then we look for some kind of buys. Okay. So all the people in the comments are just my known. Okay. It is just for the kind information. So 1 minute is there before this particular 15-minute candle closes. Okay, we'll wait for this candle to close above this point. Then we'll look for buys. Otherwise, we'll have to wait for this low to be taken out. As you guys can see, another 15-minute candle has closed below this point, so it is actually rejecting the level. The only A plus setup is you just take these lows. Okay, that's when you have a good setup. You take these lows, then create an inversion, then look for buys. That's it. If it happens that maximum it's 115 right now, 135, 40, it happens, it's good. Otherwise, I'll shut the session. Okay, because my kill zone will end. Akuma, I hope I am audible now. I audible. Hello, am I audible? Mic check. Hello, hello. Yes, okay, fine. If I'm audible, it's good. Okay, so there's one candle which is displaced above this point. I don't know if it is just sweeping this thing. We'll have to wait for the candle closure. Okay, that's when we can take good entry. Or what happens? A lot of lows that I created. on a inward. There's a failure of resting. Audible. Yeah. Audible. Let's wait for this another 12 minutes for the market to close above this point. If the candle closes above this point, we are good to go. For information, I am trading a live account. It is not a demo account or no. It is not a paper account. And yeah, on every trade, if this trade forms, I'm going to risk around 15 to around $20 on this trade for it to play out in my direction. But 118 is already there. I am expecting the market to go low and then form some structure. But yeah, we rarely see any kind of structure in this thing. Okay, in London session, there's rarely we see any kind of trade. New York session is a good thing. It's a good structure. There we can see good structures. Ten minutes are left for this 15-minute candle to close above that point. Life goes on and on and on and on. Another 5 minutes. We have to wait for the 15-minute candle to close, or else we don't take a trade. Okay, another 2 minutes for the market to close above this point. If it doesn't close above this point, I'm not looking for buys. Minutes are there. Let's wait for the market to close above this point. But wait for a minute. Even if that 15-minute candle, okay, it does closes above this point. But if you see on 1 hour, which is a much more higher time frame confirmation, okay, there will be a fairly gap created. Okay, so even if the market goes in that level, we can look for sells most probably. Okay, that's what we can do. Let's wait 30 seconds only. 30 seconds we'll wait, see what is about to happen. This markets, there's a lot of while this gyration was happening, there's a lot of sell side liquidity that has been created. So if the market takes out these highs and then to create some kind of entry form. Right, okay, 19 minutes, 14, 12, 11, 10, 9, 7, 5, 4, 1. It's closed. I don't see a really good setup in this one. Okay, let's wait for the 1 hour. because that fairly gap has been chopped so many times. 1 hour fairly gap is there. Okay, so the market goes in this level, creates a kind of inversion of the fairly gap, wait for sales. Let's see what happens. Wait for the market. Has already touched that point. You can see it has come into that fairly gap. Hmm. 10 minutes more and then we'll see. Otherwise, I'll end the session. Node setup is formed. Sorry, I hope the voice was not audible. So I was just saying you guys that the structure that you see, right? The structure and this structure you see, it's kind of a retail structure. Okay, so yeah, consolidation, breakout, retest, and entry for the buys. But actually, I don't think that should how it should go. Okay, there's lesser chances. Okay, uh, let's delete unnecessary stuff. 3 minute. Okay, so there is a great movement we can see, but is there any FVG that is being inverted? Let's watch on 2-minute time frame. There is no inversion of fair value gap. Okay, so this downward move doesn't contain anything. There is no inversion of fair value gaps. Okay, not on 2 minute and not even on 3 minutes. Yeah, we will have to wait. Uh, don't think it will take a lot of time. No, this thing that you see here, back in an inversion fair value gap. Okay, it is back in this zone. Market. Okay, okay. I'm ending my here. So we didn't find any kind of setup in this session. Okay, so no trades for a day. There was just one little scalp that I did from this point to this point. That's it. That's what I did. The little scalp which I did, I'll just show execute. So this is the execution you guys can see. But other than that, I didn't find anything. Yeah. See this thing, there's no setup that is being formed. Okay. If in just 5-6 minutes I see some kind of inversion of failure gap, fine. But the time has already passed. We'll see mostly manipulations. So I'm going to end the stream. Take care. See ya. Bye bye. Have a nice day. Stay safe.